when you solve equations, you use properties of real numbers. Now, segment lengths and angle measures are real numbers, so you can use these properties to write arguments about geometric figures. So let's talk about these properties. You already know these properties. You might not know what they were called, though. The addition property of equality. If you've got an equation, like I'm going to say A equals B, but that could be anything, equaling anything. What they're saying is that you can add a number to one side if you add a number to the other side. So you can add C to the left if you add C to the right. The subtraction property of equality is the same thing. It's saying you can subtract C from the left side if you subtract it from the right side. The multiplication property of equality says that, hey, you can multiply the left side by C as long as you multiply the right side by C, but now C can't be 0. And then the division property of equality says that you can divide the left side by C, some number C, as long as you divide the right side by C, but remember, C cannot be 0, you cannot divide by 0. And then the substitution property actually comes in handy quite often. You can substitute A for B or B for A in any equation or expression. Now let's look at how that could help you. We're going to justify these steps as we do this algebra equation. So the first thing I have is just given. This is just the equation, and like this is the A part, this is the B part from the properties we were looking at a few moments ago. So if I were trying to solve this and I needed to get the 3x and the 4x on the same side, normally I get rid of the smaller one, so I get to deal with positive x's. So if I'm trying to get rid of the negative 4x so it can come over here, I will add 4x to both sides. Now the property that I just used, I said the word add, that's the addition property. This is the addition property of equality. Now I'm going to just use some abbreviations here with addition property and equality. I'm just going to use the equal sign. Now what I have is 7x plus 2 equals 23, and see the 4x is no longer there. All right, so the next thing I would want to do is, well, that was me combining like terms right there and simplifying. Now the next thing I want to do is to subtract 2 from both sides. Well, I said the word subtract, so that's the subtraction property of equality. Okay, so let's combine those. 7x equals 21. So again, I combined the constant terms and simplified right here. And then to get the 7 away from this x, this is 7 times x, so the opposite operation is to divide. I divide both sides by 7, so I just said the word divide, so that is the division property of equality. Division property of equality. And then I simplify, and x equals 21 divided by 7 is 3.